Hi, Eugene. My name is Jeff, and I'm a co-founder of Logo Leads. And I believe my wife Megan spoke with Shalita about a quick website audit to show you where your company is ranking currently, and was nice enough to pass along your information. So, in this video, I'll go over a few specifics on where your company currently ranks and how to beat your competition online when it comes to Google searches and SEO. So the three things I wanted to go over today are content, backlinks, and citations. Now, content is anything on the front page of your site that Google can read. So all the text on the front page, text within your images, and wherever your images are saved as. Now, to be considered an authority in Google's eyes, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on your front page. And you're going to want it to be stuff with content that has to do with buyer intent. So for you specifically, you'd be looking at things like electrician New Orleans, Metairie electrician, and other keyword phrases along those lines. That way, when anyone types those searches into Google, your website will pop up. Now, this is the website that does come up for E1electric.com. It looks like it's a couple of images that are on like a carousel. And now Google does pull some keywords for this. They're all related to your name, E1 Electric. And so essentially what you would want to do is build out this site because it's a great site. It has your domain is your name. So that's a really, really good start. You'd want to build out the site again to have those 1,500 to 2,000 words. And then you'd want to also include things like photos of your current and previous projects, customer testimonials, link to any of your social media pages if you have them. And then obviously you'd want to create some service pages that just detail the types of services that you're able to offer. The purpose behind having 1,500 to 2,000 words of quality content is going to be so that whenever Google reads through your website, it doesn't just see a bunch of keywords locked into a single paragraph, because it knows that that's what you are trying to do, is just tag keywords. So by building in, 12 to 15 keyword phrases throughout 1,500 to 2,000 words of content, it makes it look much more organic, and it makes it a much more credible data and information driven website, as opposed to just trying to hit keywords. So the typical ratio that we suggest is one keyword phrase per 100 to 150 words of content. That goes the same for your back service pages. So if you're trying to target any specific services that you offer based on volume that people are searching for and so forth, then you'd want to build it around the 100 to 150 words of content per keyword phrase. Now, the next thing I wanted to go over with you is something called backlinks. The thing with Google is it can be like a popularity contest, because they judge you based on how many websites are pointing back at you. It's very important to remember not all backlinks are created equal. So what that means is you're going to get a lot more power and influence from a backlink that's related to your industry, such as an electrician blog that mentions your company, or a popular website that features various types of home services, something that has to do with the particular services you offer. You're going to get a lot more influence and power from a backlink like that, as opposed to, for example, a backlink from your local Domino's pizza. A tool that we use to measure backlinks as well as overall website health is called Ahrefs. So I went ahead and I plugged in your website there, and it does look like you have some metrics to report as far as your website goes, even though it only has a couple of rotating images. You have 44 backlinks from 12 referring domains. That means that there's 12 websites pointing back to your website 44 times, and you do actually have some organic traffic going to your site. Again, the 4 organic keywords that you have, they're all surrounding your name. So it's either maybe you have some marketing either on your trucks or on billboards or whatever the case is, where people know your name and they're going to search your name. And then your website is the one that pops up. So ideally, they would go to your website and be able to click on some sort of a contact us now, or fill out a form that says the type of services that they need. That way you can lock them in as a potential customer. So I did want to take a look at your top competitor in the New Orleans area, and that is going to be Mr. Sparky New Orleans. As you can see, they have 239 backlinks from 60 different domains. They're targeting 29 keywords. Most of them are high buyer intent, so either specific services or, like I said, electrician New Orleans, Metairie electrician, so on and so forth. And they have an organic traffic of 91. And that's over a monthly basis. So you were getting about 24 for your last month. They're getting about 91 for their last month. And as you can imagine, if you can convert even a handful of those 91 per month into paying customers, that's additional revenue, in your pocket. So definitely worth noting there as far as what kind of activity can be driven towards your website. The last thing I want to talk to you about is something called citations. Now, citations are very important because when someone goes to Google to search for a particular service or just even an electrician, they're going to go to Google, they're going to type it in. Typically, they'll say something like electrician near me, but what Google does is it translates that into their actual surroundings. So for them, it'd be electrician New Orleans. And first thing you'll notice are your paid Google ads that come up here. And the next thing is going to be this big chunk of space called a Google Map Pack. Now, it's very, very important to try to show up in this Google Map Pack, even better to be in the top position, because as you can see, it takes up a lot of space here, and it takes a lot for people to scroll past it to get to the what these are called organic searches or organic results. And so the way you get into there is not because they have more reviews or they have better reviews or they've been around longer or they've paid Google in some mysterious way to show up there. It's simply the fact that they have more citations than their competitors. And all that means is the name, address, and phone number of your business listed across the various directories online. So that'll be Houzz, Porch, Yelp, Home Advisor, Angie. There's hundreds of them out there. This Professional Electric, all they have is more of them. And so a strategy that we typically employ is going in, taking a look at the citations and the backlinks of your top competitors, replicating them for you, and then building in a 20 to 30% cushion. That way you make sure that you are on top and that they are high quality backlinks and citations. And then you continue to add them over time. And pretty much by the time that your competition realizes what's going on and they've lost the top spot, you're already well past them. And again, as long as you continue to add them over time, you'll retain that top spot. So that's going to be the end of the video. If you have any questions or if you'd like to discuss it further, please do give Megan a call. Her number is 210-865-0718. And thank you so much again for watching.